Hello everyone, welcome to my speed build and I think first YouTube video. I've been really into 3D modeling lately, so I thought it would be fun to show most of my process and how I make my vtubers. Although admittedly I forgot to film the getting ready for VTuber part, so maybe I'll make another video one day for that. Or a tutorial or something like that. It would be fun because I don't think there's a lot of like documentation of how to do it, at least the way I do it. I don't use Unity, I use the VRM add-on for Blender, and I noticed that I have a lot of trouble finding help. Or maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. Anyway, I'm making a cactus cat. This is a design that I made a few years ago for a gotcha batch of adopts that my friend got from me. So like, she doesn't belong to me, she belongs to my friend, Rebsbo Bebs. But I just really love this design still, so I decided to make a little guy for them. And since I'm still like, you know, in my learning stage, I've been doing a few for free for friends, and this is one of them. She has a lot of layers, a lot of little accessories that I thought would be fun to practice. I was especially worried about like the collar that you just saw when I was drawing the reference. I was like, how the fuck do I make a collar? It was way easier than I thought it would be. Ears, also scary. I don't think I did very good on the ears. Especially because it kind of, when I get to the UVs, it kind of gets a little fucky. But that's okay. I figured it out and it looks fine. And they wiggle. You'll see them wiggle later. So this hair part, I think it's going to be a little long. Because especially, well, the back of the hair. I just fucked around with it so long. And I ended up getting rid of a lot of what I did, and I fixed a little out of camera. So if it looks a little different later, that's why. Because I was just not happy with these weird, whatever's going on here. So this is gonna be a little bit, yeah, I did those bottom curls, which I like. Got rid of that, and then I futzed with it a little more later. Let's see, what's next? Tail. The tail was fun. I think the tail is my favorite part of like how it moves, which again you'll see later. Now we're just doing some accessories. And like, I apologize to anyone who does Blender like good, who does it well. Because I am self-taught and I probably don't do everything the right or most efficient way. You can see a pause there, that was me looking up a tutorial for how to do the thorns. Alright, now we're UV unwrapping. I probably also don't do this in a very way that makes sense. Yeah, this part is pretty self-explanatory. It's just marking edges. Excuse me. Oh, just marking edges, just moving my UVs around to like fit them better. This UV I kind of dropped the ball on for all my other stuff. Because I just did not optimize it very well, and I did not want to deal with it. I'm sure there's a better way to do the thorns than have like 1,000 tiny dots on your UV, on your texture. But I did not know how to do that, so we get a ton of little dots on our texture map. Alright, here I'm coloring. I like to just lay down all the flat colors first. And then I'll go in and focus in on each mesh specifically. Here I'm just blocking out the blushy, and then I move to size so I can like add some texture to the blushy. And then I just like, you know, clean it up and back in Blender, like blend the edges a little shading. Yeah, this is just doing my shading, doing my little stylistic fingers, toes. Beans are very important. And yeah, I'm just adding some depth, some dimension. I really like this lineless style with models. I think it's very cute. I think it's very stylish. I do put on like the grid lines while I'm working so I can see what I'm doing, but I like to like hide them so I can check how it looks, so you'll see me doing that a lot. Some little highlights, some detail. Alright, here I'm just blocking out the skirt, which I'm also going to take to Sai and draw better. I'm really happy with the skirt actually. You can't see the seam, or at least I couldn't find one, which is good in my opinion, which is great. Alright, now we're all colored. And now I rig her. I use the VRM add-on, which has a rig that you can like summon. So I just fit it to my meshes. Again, I'm self-taught. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology for everything. Okay, we're rigged. We're just checking. We're gonna do our weight painting. The tail did not automatically weight paint as good as I would like, so like I had to repaint a lot of it. The skirt, yeah, skirts are always hard. I actually had to go in after the fact and play a lot with the skirt and its weight painting because it just was not looking good. It was clipping really badly. It still kind of clips when you do too extreme a pose, but I don't know, I'm still learning. So wiggle wiggle, wiggle ears, wiggle everything. I've been doing this thing where instead of oh, it's over. Okay, so instead of like just erasing the weight painting, I just get rid of the whole vertex group for stuff that doesn't need to affect what I'm working on. So yeah. Here, let me show off my little guy. Alright, we're gonna switch to here. Let me get my guy. Alright, this is her final result. I forgot to record the doing the face and doing all the facial rigging and stuff, the blend shapes and stuff. As you can see, her mouth moves a lot better than my Lunette model, which I was just using because Lunette was actually my first model. I don't know why her mouth doesn't move very good. I might remake her. But this moves really well. The ears wiggle. Let me zoom out. Okay, now we can see the full body. The tail wiggles really nice. Do a little turn. Show you that tail wiggling action. It's great. Her eyes have tracking, which I'm very proud. Oh, you can see my mouse. Her eyes have tracking, which I'm very proud of. Figuring out. I used a tutorial by shoot, what are they called? Krashume Academy? Uh, I'll I'll go into more depth about eyes another day maybe. Um, yeah, I think I think that's about it. I'm really proud of this one. I really love how she turned out. I wish I remembered to record the whole process. Um, as you can see, I need to fix this little bit right here. See, when I blink, it like comes out. That's the face hiding within the head. So, but you know, it still has a few tweaks, I guess, that need to happen. But I'm really happy with her, and I'm really happy with my modeling journey. I've been making a lot lately. Got a little weird wiggle action. I should have, I wonder if I should have done the hair too. I feel like it's short enough that it looks good as a helmet. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you stayed all 11 minutes of me rambling and doing stuff, thank you. Have a great day. I love you. Bye bye.